Jingle bells! Everyone swell!
My ball sack is the only thing that sells!
Oh my gosh, it is the Nothing Sacred show for the 22nd of December 2017.
Oh yeah, it's our Christmas edition, fucker.
AIDS attrition!
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Cruise Control here.
Maxwell Silverhammer.
And we're on the cut, as they would say in the hood.
Yeah, we're in the cut, man.
Yeah, we're in the cut. We're rocking on the mic like a paper cut. You know
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, man.
So hey, how's everything going? It is Christmas time, and people are losing their shit because it's Christmas time, and I have to deal with the center of that vortex for where I work. And
I bet you do.
Holy shit, man! By the way, this woman wanted to thank me. By the way, just to start out. Thank me in crying, sobbing because her kids did not get these covers for their new notebooks or whatever the fuck they were gonna get, like new pads or whatever. The covers for them, they got misdelivered or something. So she wanted to thank me for ruining her and her grandkids' fucking Christmas. Click.
Wow! So she personally thanked you.
Thanked me because I helped her out.
It was your fault, obviously.
Of course, it was lost, and of course, ruining. I mean, when her grandkids. I mean, 15 years from now, when she dies or whenever she dies, her grandkids aren't going to come to her funeral, and you know why? Nope. Because they're going to go back and they're going to go, well, Grandma, the tablets were fantastic, but the covers that we didn't get them on time, and they weren't there on that day, so we're not going to come to your funeral, you old bitch. You didn't get us any fucking pad. You ruined fucking Christmas for me
with just some pad covers. Huh?
So I caused their whole family to have a disruption because they are so disappointed in their grandma for not getting them what they wanted for Christmas 20 years from now. They're gonna still be disappointed.
Hey, man, dude, wow. How do you sleep at night, man?
I don't know, man. I don't. I stare awake. I hear her sobbing voice, and I just see her face and ruining fucking Christmas.
So what do you do at that point?
Ruining fucking Christmas.
So what do you do at that point, man? What do you tell her?
Oh, she hung up after that. So yeah, because.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got to get my voice going. I go, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about this, man. I'm sorry. You get kind of serious.
Wow.
Oh,
man.
This is really a hard
takes all
experience.
kinds, doesn't it?
Oh, my goodness. It improved my acting skills. There's no question about it. Because inside I'm going, God, you're pathetic. Like, good God, you're sobbing over these fucking covers for a tablet. And it's just like, how about you just go and hang out with them and love them and be around them and have a good time with them? What a fucking concept, man.
I mean,
fucking this time of year, yeah, that's a fucking perspective thing, man. It's like, oh no, they're not gonna be like. See, it goes back to that approval thing, man. That fucking approval for all this, my kids they're not gonna love me. In 10 years, they're gonna look back bitterly at that Christmas because their tablets didn't have covers, and they'll never forgive me because they'll compare me to the mom. Mary and Janie got their fucking tablet covers with their tablets on.
That's no. So they got the tablets, but they didn't get the covers.
I don't. Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, the tablets I assume they have, but the covers it was gonna be perfect, and they're gonna love, and they'll smile, and there'll be violins in the background going, and the fucking fireworks blowing up in their brains, and they'll cry, and they'll lean against me, and say, "I love you more than Mom," and I'll be like, "Yes, I'm your grandmother, because I don't love your mom either, because when last year she didn't get me the cover for my tablet."
Wow.
Sorry,
Goddamn.
I had to vent, man. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. People.
That's crazy.
The vortex of materialism, man. That's what it is. The fucking tornado of fucking technology.
And that's actually, you know what, dude? It's kind of going somewhat hand in hand with shit. I know. You got to get to your shit because we have to. It's all about you. I see how it is. Let's go. Yeah, right, man. You got to vent. I got to vent. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
No. You got anything else, man? I'm just fucking with you.
No. Let's go. We'll trade back and forth if we do. But I understand you have an experience with because the last time we talked, you were.
Yeah. All right, dude. So as you all know about my vape, actually somebody asked me about that, dude, who heard the show. They were like, "So did you ever get your vape thing fixed?" And here was the thing, because I never got it to work. I tried to charge it and all this other shit. So the next day, we take it back to the dispensary. I got my receipt and the battery and the cartridge and everything. So I hand it to the guy on the other through the window and everything, and he goes, "Well, here's the problem. They sold you the wrong cartridge with the battery." And I'm going, this is just typical corp. See, once you let anything corporate get involved, dude, it just fucks it, because now you got incompetent assholes hiring their fucking brothers, that don't know shit.
Well, it's a new industry. This happens a lot with up here too. You'd be surprised, like with the misinformation, because it's so new. It's like, yo, dude, man, we're opening a shop, bruh. Let's get that, and I'll have my uncle and my brah and my nephew. They'll all be fucking, dude, I'm fucking here, man, dude. So they got you the wrong cart. So was it the wrong cartridge, or I guess obviously it was either one was wrong.
It was the wrong cartridge and battery. They weren't compatible.
So which one did they replace for you?
Oh, what they did is they replaced the I think it was the battery. Yeah, they gave me a different battery. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They gave me a different cartridge. That's right, because it was a different.
Because the batteries was a simple little pen thing, right? Like a basic thing, like I had. Or is there a button on the battery?
Nope. It's just a little pin thing, like what you got.
Yeah, just basic thing, and you screw that into that little USB thing, and it just like sticks out like a erect penis from an old man sitting on a park bench next to a teenage woman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what it was, dude. It actually. So the thing was, he says he couldn't exchange the cartridge because obviously, they can't take it back at that point. It's unsanitary.
It's fucking Vegas, and here they would be like, yeah, here, let's replace both if you want to, but. Obviously, probably what the case was is that the one you have now, the battery.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't. So they replaced the battery then.
They did, and then. Well, actually, no. I don't think they were. Actually, I think they kept the same battery. They just gave me the cartridge that goes with it.
Okay, so they gave you a new cartridge.
Right, but that cartridge they couldn't just take it back.
Okay.
So what they did is they gave me a $20 credit. So next time I go in there, I got $20 on something.
No, that's bullshit. They didn't give you that for free?
No, man. Corporate, dude. I'm telling you.
Dude, I would have left. I would have said, you're giving me this shit for free, or you're giving me my money back, because that's bullshit. It wasn't compatible.
Right.
That's their fault.
He said, we can't take it back.
Wow. Never go to that place again. What is that? Is that a shithole place? I'd never go there again, dude.
That's the
holy fuck.
One right by my work, man. So
let me get this fucking straight here. They fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make you pay for the extra, and I bet the cartridge is more than $20, right?
They replaced the battery, and they replaced the cartridge, but the cartridge they gave me was less value than the one I originally bought. So they gave me a $20 credit.
So they didn't make you pay anything at all extra then. You'd have to pay. Okay, about the same. No. Man.
As a matter of fact, like I said, I have a $20 credit.
Okay,
so instead of giving me $20 back, they just said, well, we can't give you your money back, but what we can do is give you a credit.
Okay. So they can't do that. That's one thing that they can't do, at least here, because it's all cash and shit. I don't know. Can you use credit cards there? Or?
Kraken said you could, but I think they were like, no, you got to use cash. So
everything is cash, man. I think at least it is up here.
That's what I thought. But he was saying, he goes, I think you'll be able to use your card to buy this thing, but he said pull money out just in case, and I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
Because
they only take cash. They don't take cards. But at least
that's what I thought.
It's
man.
weird.
That's
weird that way. So, anyways,
it's federal.
So some motherfucker gave you. I don't understand how they don't know what you want, a simple fucking battery.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got incompetent fuckers working in there, and here it was. Kraken went and applied at one of those places. I actually went to a job fair when they were first, gonna bring that shit here. And I gotta say, dude, Kraken's fairly knowledgeable. Maybe he's not an expert. To me, he is, obviously, because I know Jack Dick.
Yeah.
But in this case, he knows his shit. He'll go in there and say, "Oh, can we get this and the flour with the the blue OG 75?" I'm like, God damn, dude. So he seems to know his shit. But he doesn't get a job, but instead this incompetent fuck, goes, "Oh, yeah, this is what you'll need. Just get this cartridge and this battery." And then come to find out the guy sells me the wrong shit. So anyway, the new thing is working great now. So I got that working. I think that's going to be my new thing now, dude, instead of fucking with all that other shit.
Yeah, getting that stink around everything, and then
that's what I'm saying.
The only thing you'll have to worry about is knowing when it dies, but you'll know because you won't really pull on it, and then
Won't get much of a hit.
But usually it lasts pretty long on one charge. Probably going to last you a couple weeks on one charge, considering that you're not,
And I don't use it that much.
No,
dude.
yeah. So
like just on weekends and shit, and so that's pretty much it.
That's cool, man. That you got to fix, but still, there's no reason why that should have happened. It's a cartridge. You know what compatible or not, or you don't.
Exactly my point, man.
That'd be like you're sitting there and someone sells you're at a bar and someone puts a drink in front of you. And you're like, I can't drink. I'm not drinking this. Well, it's fucking vodka and fucking no, it's fucking it's fucking peppermint schnapps and tomato juice, brah. And you're like, dude, oh, no, this is not a fucking Bloody Mary. Like, I didn't realize. It's like, same, dude.
Yeah, it's like having a bartender who can't mix a drink. That's a perfect analogy.
Fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yep, well, dude, that's where it's going, man. Like I said, when weed was illegal, you didn't have these problems. You know what I'm saying? Now you got all these incompetent fucks that are just like, oh, I can do that.
Well, the trade-off, obviously, is the trade-off. And the thing about the card, that's the only thing about them is that they're mechanical a little bit. They're not. There are compatibility. You could have like breakdowns, like with the flower, man. You got a spark. You got a fucking something to suck through, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? You got a pipe. It's really it's kind of more basic and in that way, but
well, even the last time we went to one of those things when I got an edible. Oh, no, what was it? I got an edible, and the chick was kind of a dingbat there, too, dude, and just, like, didn't know this, that, and whatever, and, even Kraken was apologizing. He was like, dude, I know I talked that place up, but that girl was just an idiot, and I'm sorry, man, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but, yeah, it seems like every time I go in there, there's always some bullshit, and it's been different dispensaries each time.
Yeah, and sometimes things. And by the way, things are happening here. A moment of silence, since we're talking about dispensaries. A moment of silence for Sarah. I don't know. I think we went in there once, maybe. The place right next to my house. The place right next to my apartment.
Okay, I think we did. Yeah,
I've gone there. It was a place I used to go to start out with, but they were too damn expensive, and it obviously showed because they are closing down. They're closed actually by last
shit.
week. So the place that's closest to my place, when I was like, oh my god, they used to be where this like little mini mart was, and now it's like literally a 5-minute walk. Well, now it's no more. They got too corp. They were too like, hey my god, we got stained glass windows, and we got the fucking the stained and the
See, and this is the shit. God, I got a few things on this, dude, on this corp shit. Another thing that just happened, I went to the dentist a few weeks ago, and he's trying to pump this ozone toothpaste to me, right? And saying, oh, it's great shit. I didn't pay for it, but he gave it to me. And I'm sure within the hopes that, I'd buy more, or I'd buy it next time I was in or something. And this shit was supposedly it's ozone, and ozone's good for your gums and your teeth and all this other shit. So I finished off the tube of toothpaste I had, and I had this ozone shit under the counter, under the counter in the cabinet. And so today I pull it out for the first time. I'm like, all right, I'm going to use this shit. Let's see how this is. So I pull it out of the package, and I get ready to squeeze it onto the toothbrush, and nothing's coming out. And I'm going, what the fuck? So I'm squeezing it from all ends, and finally I say, fuck it. And I take both hands, and I squeeze this dude, and this shit exploded and went every fucking where. And I'm like, this is some janky-ass MLM fucking toothpaste.
Here's
Here's
the thing that's funniest, though, is that instead of like maybe poking a hole in the end because it might have been like a little glob of toothpaste that was...
I tried that too. I tried to run water through it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, there's some tape on the end of it. On the end of the where the toothpaste comes out.
Where the toothpaste comes, or it's like a little congealed thing on it, right? Like a little congealed.
Yeah, a little dried toothpaste that might be on the lid, but you can usually feel that. But I figured running some hot water through it should make it move.
You were just like,
fuck this. Yeah, I squeeze it and the thing boom, and just fucking toothpaste goes everywhere, dude. I probably still have toothpaste on the sink and on the counter in there. I'm not sure.
Everywhere. I bet you haven't got. I bet your cleaning person's gonna come and go, God damn, did he blow a load all over his fucking? She's gonna earn her keep this week. There'll be dry globs of toothpaste everywhere. So was there any left in it? Like in the tube, or was it?
Very little, man. It's not usable. That shit, man. I had to throw that out. But that's some janky ass MLM. Push this shit to your fucking patients. They'll buy it. Great.
It was a big, normal sized tube.
Yeah, huge tube, dude.
I wish that was on video, dude. Because I get to see your face. Give me this. Oh, they get all over your face and shit. Then
yeah,
it got all over your. So you blew all over.
Not only that, okay. Here's what's going on. All right, I'll just give you a little picture here. So I'm standing, because I just got out of the shower, and I put my deodorant on and everything, and now I'm getting ready to brush my teeth. So I'm standing in front of the sink naked, and this shit explodes, dude, and gets all over my balls and stomach and shit. I'm like, fuck. So then I gotta get back in the shower and wash my shit off. And yeah, dude, it was pretty fucking bad. And
a minty fresh testicles, man. You got ozone in your low zone, bro.
I get a blow zone tonight, man. But see, that's what I'm saying. This corp shit, which reminds me of something else, corp.
That's fucking great. You're like,
Jake,
I'm never buying this shit again.
Oh, and I'm telling my dentist next time, as soon as he asks me, how'd you like the ozone toothpaste? Dude, I'm going to tell him that shit was janky, man. Don't give me that shit again.
Exploded.
And last time I was in there, this motherfucker was pushing Juice Plus. So that should tell you this is some Amway toothpaste.
So wait a second here. So did the toothpaste come out of the hole, or did the back of the fucking thing?
Oh no, it just burst out of the top of the thing, dude. Just boom, just like boom, So
it burst out of the top and got all over your body and your testicles.
Yep, this big, huge fucking glob just bust out of the fucking tube, and I was like, oh shit. So.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great, dude.
That was his MLM fucking Amway.
Maybe you need some special take a special class or get some counseling from a little center. I hear they're building a new center downtown, so maybe
we're going there in a second, man. We're just patience.
Wait. Why do you get to wait? Do you have this planned out, like a dictated plan of how we're going to do this? Okay.
Well, I kind of have my irks, like shit that I was gonna, go into.
God, okay, so not back and okay. So go ahead. What's next in the corporate? What's next in the corporate meeting plan? What's on the agenda? Did I get a memo?
Yeah, oh, no, I'm sorry. I'll write one up for you next time.
Cool. Thank you. I didn't realize there was a plan here. So go ahead. What's next, man?
It's kind of the things kind of go together. Well, the other thing is it just kind of shows you, man, the whole corp climate, of how people want shit now. Because, dude, I've noticed when I try to get interviews, like a lot of people, they're big on, well, how many listeners do you get? How many people, or they'll go to your YouTube, they go to like the YouTube channel and they'll poke around. They'll see like we only have like 20 or 30 views per video, which obviously, if you look at most people's YouTube videos, they got, which I think is bullshit too, because I think a lot of people buy views and buy likes and shit.
No, I don't promote it much because it's not really. I mean, the show is just what it is, It's something that I do, and if people listen, they do. If they don't, I can be like, yeah, man, come and watch the shit. It's not really that kind of show, man.
Well, that's it. I'm not slamming it down people's throats either. But that's the thing, dude. People will have some bullshitty videos up there, and they got like 9,000 views, and they've only been up for 5 hours. And you're going, okay, come on, dude. 9,000 niggas ain't hitting your shit in,
yes, they
in
are.
5 hours.
Oh, that's much nothing. 9,000 is nothing. We just don't have. Nobody wants to listen to us talk about our lives, bro. That's the thing.
Well, I don't know, dude, because I've seen some pretty boring shit. Even some ASMR videos.
And a lot of people think we're boring as shit. So ASMR, because people, you got to remember, man, it's all about people subscribe and it's trending, and we do our show maybe once every once in a while, but other people put a lot more work into actually promoting and doing the show. Like they actually put that work into it. Even if you don't like what it is, you got to remember also that people. It's more visual. There's lots more visual shit to us. Ours is just an auditory thing, and we're not really known like orators. We're just dudes on the internet. So it's not buying views. 9,000. If they're buying 9,000 views, they need to get some more people because 9,000 views is nothing.
Well, here's the thing though. These people, they won't come on our show because we don't have enough views and shit like that. And it's like, dude, really? It'd be a few less likes you have to pay for and a few less views you got to pay for because we're actually just going to have you on and fuck, if we can have fun and promote at the same time, shit, why not?
Well, we have a very non-competitive, really non-ambitious kind of view of our shit, honestly. So I understand where we're coming from. And I think they're idiots for not doing it if they really just want to enjoy. But see, that's the thing. That's how you know who the people that are like, hey, I'll do it, man. I'm cool. That's how you know that you weed out the bullshit. Like you said, the corporate bullshit. So, good.
That's it, though. You know, back in the day, you know, when you couldn't really verify that stuff with the way we were doing the show, you know, it's like, but I guess my thing is, dude, don't undermine, because, man, we've been doing this shit for 10 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, and we've had some very cool interviews. You got to admit, dude.
We do a good job in our interviews, and those are worth, and those get the most views that we have of anything.
Oh yeah.
And those are good interviews, you know. So if people don't care about how good the interview is, and they look at the they look at the view count instead of the interview quality, then you know that's just another of our unambitious fucking notions that said fuck it, fuck you, fuck off.
Yeah. Well, that's it. But that just goes to show you that it's that corporate climate. You know, everything's about numbers now. People don't give a shit about, you know, the quality of the interview or anything like that. It's just about, you know, how many views do you have? You know, I won't come on your show if you don't have enough views. Like, hey, nigga, I reached out to you, you know, to fucking ask you to come on this show, you know, so why not? I mean, why not be in more places than one? Isn't it about quantity?
Okay, so here's a question for you. Now, for people that you have actually reached out to, obviously it's for people that you've actually liked their stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I never reach out to somebody that I just
exactly.
Was like,
so after that point, do you still like listen to their shit, or are you just like fuck these people and just like kind of like not listen? Or does it taint your listening of their shit when they go, man, do you have enough views?
It's interesting. Yeah, interesting question you pose. Actually, dude, you know what? I still like their music, but I look at them differently.
So it's hard. See, because I think with rap, at least for me, it would be hard to kind of get into their shit as much. Now, with other music, maybe not, because it seems like other music is more abstract.
Less identity.
Abstract. Yeah, it's more abstract, and it could be like, you know, and it would still kind of bug me. But with rap, it's almost like, yeah, I'm real. It's like, yeah, okay. If that's really how you feel, then, you know, I don't know.
You're right. It totally detracts from the identity they create in their music, huh?
Yeah, a lot of times, like, yeah, I'm for it, you know, and then like, oh, well, you don't got enough views, man. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, and I understand maybe they're really busy, but if these are just independent dudes who like don't have that many sales, like they're fucking running through CD Baby and shit, and they've got like 50 likes on their own fucking page, then yeah, fuck them, you know.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. It's kind of like, you know, and then sometimes we get the wrong fuckers reaching out to us, the people that are just, you know, they're Facebook rappers, and I'm just not feeling their shit. And they're like, hey, man, I'd like to come on your show. And you're kind of like, you're sort of, you know, going, okay, man, okay. You know, but you're kind of trying to stave them off. You're hoping that they, you know, just forget.
Well, another thing about it is, and let's be honest here, too, if you ask someone like, you know, like Ice-T to come on the show, I'm not saying you ever would. I mean, maybe you would, but and he said, "Nah, man, you don't have enough. You know, this just that you just don't have enough views, and you're not. You know, would you feel the same way? Because he's a busy motherfucker who obviously is not going to, you know, deal with someone with 50 views, right? I mean,
right. Well,
so there's a level where it does matter, and it just depends on where they think they are on that level. Like someone like Cube or T, or you know, obviously Cube. I don't know if you probably would invite him.
Well, no, either. I'd reach out to give. I mean, you know,
but you would never do that because you know that they would not have the time to actually do this, and they wouldn't do it. You know, they're not going to come on some dude's show for. And maybe they would, but you know, just to help us out. But I don't think, you know, I don't see that. I wouldn't be upset if they didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing though, too, dude. I think if they are able, because you know, people have the wrong idea. You know, it's not us who's drawing traffic to you. You draw traffic to us. You know, okay, like for instance, that young soldier, that interview we did with Big Y. Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, I was surprised to see we had a couple thousand views on that bitch. I was like, huh? Remember I texted you, dude? That shocked the fuck out of me. I didn't think, you know, I thought maybe it might have 100 or something or whatever. But when I saw that, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So obviously those dudes' name carries enough weight, and they promote the fuck out of it. Apparently, they must be sharing the shit out of it all over their Facebook page or something. Yeah. So you know, they drove the traffic, so we didn't have to do anything. So you know, it's like these fucks, the people that you know are claim to be, they're so big headed, and we can't come on that show. Well, obviously, you must have enough trouble driving traffic to your own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much, because you can get a couple. You know, I mean, it's a win-win situation because I think we are good at the interviews, and I think then we can expose good questions for them that are asked about different aspects of music and and just different aspects of because how I come at it. The creative process is important to me. That's where I'm coming from.
It's not just rappers, but also, I mean, we get a lot of rappers, obviously, but I've tried for some YouTubers and some other people, and they kind of either don't respond.
YouTubers aren't going to do it because they're all about their own views and their own channel. So that's where it's going to be like, I mean, and some of them aren't. Some of them might hear us and go, "Oh, that's interesting," but like Jigga, that was cool. He's actually had a couple thousand, subscribers, and he was like, "Oh, come on, your shit," and we had a great interview with that dude. That was one of our better ones. I thought that was great. He was funny.
That's what I'm saying.
We're good. But we're just doing what we're doing. If someone happens to come on and a spark does ignite, where people are like, "Wow, these guys are really good at what they do," then cool. But otherwise, I'm not gonna be, like I said, unambitious. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking premiere and we're gonna get a background and we're gonna get a new theme song and it's gonna be cute." No, we're just doing our shit. And if you like it, then maybe we'll get some income to be able to do something more. But if not, I mean, I'm not expecting anything from this in that way. This is just a way to fucking vent and get it out, and then have it there and out in the world, which is probably a bad thing in some ways because it might cost us some shit in this fucking awful authoritarian world we're living in now, where you can't say shit without getting fucking your job fucking threatened and stuff.
Oh yeah. So. Yep, exactly. Well, and that's the thing, though. It's just like, damn, because we've been doing it for a while, and I think, when people do that, it kind of undermines what we do. You know what I mean? Even though it's very simple and very bare bones, at the same time, we're still dope at what we do, man. You got to admit that, and it's just like one of those annoying, discouraging things where you're just like, well, fuck you,
Oh, yeah.
You're looking at it from views? Shit. We're just, I mean...
Because that's the way the world is. It's all about getting famous and getting big so you can make that big buck. Because people will give you money now in a short amount of time, and you can run away with it. So it's See,
I'm not about that, man. I like working together, man. I like, hey, we'll help you, you help us. Every time we have somebody on, we always put a link to their page. We promote the fuck out of them. A lot of the shit we don't have to do, man. We could have them on for 5 minutes and be like, all right, nigga, that's all you get. We keep them for an hour usually, and we play like 4 of their songs.
Great.
The quality's good.
Great format. It's not. Oh my god, it's not the high studio quality, but it's audible and some better audio quality than I've heard. A lot of shit.
Dude, I'll tell you what. And not to talk shit, but it's a lot better than it was. Because, dude, I listened to some of my old interviews that I did at All Talk.
Yep.
And honestly, the quality's way better, dude.
Well, it's just basic setup. It's no bone, no bear. That's because there's none of that bullshit. Like we've got to have I have no equalizers. There's no fucking. We're gonna move the fucking pedal, the fucking Z to get the sound to clarify and do. No, you just fucking turn it on, turn on the mics, and go.
Yep.
Get a phone call on here. It comes in clearly. There you go. Fucking. What else do you do? But some people don't want that, man. They gotta have the razzle dizzle whizzle, with a fucking.
And I've heard much worse shit, dude. You got people that are on Blog fucking Talk Radio where they do it over a phone, and those assholes got like a couple thousand views on their shit, and it's janky sounding as fuck.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna stop you for it because I'm gonna play little devil's advocate here, man.
All right, this is why I'm bringing it up to you, man.
Here, you're bitter. You seem like a little bitter that we don't have more views. So you're like, oh, why don't we? Well, these little fuckers on rockin' junk,
Well, that's the point. These same motherfuckers that go, well, you don't have enough views, buddy. They'll go on their shit, but they won't come on ours. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, that shit's way jankier than our shit. I guess I'm saying we got a way better product and way better thing. Even though we don't get, but see, all the views we get are people who want to listen to us. It's not. We're not buying any views. We're not doing any of that shit. So the people we get are people who like our shit for real,
Yeah, and which is probably a testament to our strangeness, which is why we don't have many views.
Well, that's probably so. But I guess the thing we have
it's a double-edged sword. You either don't care or you don't care, or you do care. So if we do care, then it's gonna make this into like a thing where we gotta make more views. Or we don't care.
I don't think we should change anything. I think we keep doing what we do. But I guess I just get annoyed with, like.
Well, you want more people to and I understand, and it's just It's the way the shit works now, especially with the internet, man. You got to have like some gimmick. You got to have some branding. It's because people are actually conditioned for that now, man. They're conditioned to get the branding and the this is the Glop and Glingle show, and whatever the hell, and all their fucking
little sounds and
visuals. Shit. You gotta have your picture up. You gotta have video. Why don't you just have a picture? I mean, good God. Oh.
Yeah, see, I think our shit's dope, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why we shouldn't change anything. But I just get annoyed at like interviews. Like, dude, we're reaching out to you, man. I'm sorry, but I think you should feel happy that somebody's reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Come on our shit.
Gotta be selective, Yeah, well, all right. How about 15 minutes? I don't give a shit if it's 15 or 45. You want to come on and play 2 songs, bottleneck your show with your 5-minute segments with 4 songs? I don't fucking care. You think, no, we're gonna have it for like. That's why I'm like, hey, how long can you be on? Some people we've had on for 10 minutes. We have on for 5. We adapt because we don't need to. We got a 45-minute schedule of questions for you, buddy. We don't know.
Yeah, no, we just roll with
5-minute segments. Cool. Song 5 minutes. Song 5 minutes. Song 5 minutes. Song. There you go. It's a 30-minute show. You're done. All right. Cool.
As a matter of fact, I think with Narcotics we did it like that.
Yeah, we did a very small, like 8 to 9 minutes. Yep. So.
Yep. So it's that kind of shit. So I guess shout out to anybody who's been real enough to come on our shit. Fuck you to those who wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, those who wouldn't for reasons that they're going to tell us like for whatever. I mean, if you don't want to come on, that's cool. But if you don't want to come on because we're not promoting you enough, go fuck yourself. Good, cool.
Fuck you too. Yeah, fuck you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, man. Yeah. So that was my little rant about that bullshit. And then, here's another thing, real quick, dude. Fucking corporate fuckers. Now, here's one thing, dude. I hate when professional motherfuckers lie.
Okay.
Like, okay, for instance,
that was the shittiest fucking segue, by the way. I think we were done.
Oh, okay. Well, here, you want to do better, man?
Sure, man. Corporate America, man. They always play like they're being like fucking genuine. It's kind of like these fucking artists, man. But there's always something there, something disingenuous about them. It's almost like professionals, man. They just kind of lie.
Oh, there you go. Oh, much better, man. Much better.
Yep, it was. Come on, we can vote. We have a vote. Which one was better? You were like, professional motherfuckers just like to lie.
Well, I didn't really know how to work it in.
I know. I think I helped you with that one, man. That's an assist, man. Teamwork, bro. Teamwork.
Yeah. See, that's why we worked well.
We worked together. Yeah. We're fucking like old women bitching at each other, like, fuck you, you too, either. but we make it work in the end. So anyway, so no, what happened?
But here was another. It's one more corporate that I have, dude. So, and this has to do with my job, because all right, I get reimbursed for both. Kraken and I get reimbursed for our travel.
Yeah.
So whenever I take paratransit to an event that Kraken can't make, or sometimes I'll meet Kraken at an event. You know what I'm saying? Like it's closer to his house, so I'll take paratransit up there, and then he'll take me back to the office or something like that. So whenever I use paratransit, what I do is I print out my PayPal receipt of the purchase of that pass for that month. So let's say the month of October. I print out the PayPal receipt when I purchase the pass, to show that I purchased the paratransit pass. Then I also get a copy of my ride history for that month, for say like the month of October, and then I fill out a travel claim, right? So after I do all this shit, I send it all up, all together. I never send them in parts and whatever. So when I was up there a few weeks ago, I met with the guy, that does that, but mainly I was just going to meet with him just to, kind of see how the process worked and how all that shit went down. So him and I had a little meeting. We just kind of talked, and he explained how it was and what goes on and all this type of shit, right? Mm-hmm. So I get an email from my boss about a week ago or so, and she goes, hey, I got your October travel claim, but I don't have your PayPal receipt or your ride history from paratransit for that month. And I'm going, what? I sent all that shit up. And I'm going, well, I don't, I sent all that up. I don't have it here, And she's like, well, could you reprint it all again? And I'm like, well, can you check and make sure that you got it up there first? So then I guess she asked the dude who actually is responsible for doing this travel reimbursement shit. Mm-hmm. And he says in an email, oh, well, when Max was up here last week, I talked to him about this. And he said when he got back to Vegas, he'd send me everything. Well, guess what? I don't remember any such conversation. So I was like, okay, I don't never had that conversation with him. I'm you know, and she was like, well, could you put that in writing? I said, yeah, absolutely, I'll put it in writing. So, and that was the other thing, because also the dumb fuck, the same shit happened with my November travel. You know, oh, we don't have your ride history for this one. And I'm going, wait. Now you got more shit lost. What the fuck's really going on? So finally I sent her an email and I copied him. I said, you know, you say that you don't have my ride history and my PayPal receipt. I said, but I send all that up. Believe me, I'm very meticulous. You know, I don't just hold on to one thing and just send one thing at a time. You know, I send it all. I said, I don't remember any such conversation, by the way, with me saying that I was going to send up some paperwork that he claims I had. So anyway, amazingly enough, this nigga found it. Oh, I'm sorry. It was in the other file with the, and I'm just like, you incompetent fuck. So, you know, the thing that pisses me off is like, okay, I can take being lied to by someone I'm dating or someone that's a friend or a neighbor, but god damn it, when professionals start lying to cover their ass, it's like, okay, dude, now you're a fucking.
I couldn't take lie. I can understand professionals because there's no personal involvement. It's the other way around for me. But see, I wouldn't like. I don't like lying to friends. Like, okay.
Well, I mean, that's
depending on the lie, you know. But yeah, right. It's just because he's trying to cover his ass, and then he's trying to throw you under the bus, which is the shitty part. He's really a dick face, dude. Is what he is.
Yeah, he is.
He's dick totally face, cockmonger, fuckadoodle. Bastard fuck. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to put words in my mouth. I guess he thinks because I'm blind, I'm stupid, and I'll just go along.
A lot of people don't remember. They don't have any visual landmarks to remember things by, so he won't remember the conversation we had.
Yeah, and he'll just go along with it or something.
Maybe it's you know, it's just we can just like slip it by him, you know, like you know.
Yeah, exactly. And then he'll just print everything out and send it back up and it'll be no problem. But then being that I wrote her and I said, hey, look, I send all this shit up at once, so I don't know what he's talking about. And then she was that somehow he found all this shit amazingly. So, you know, but hey, the dumb blind guy doesn't know what he's talking about, right? You know, that seems to be the mentality.
All you just do is because all you do, and here's the segue back to it, all you do is tilt and sway, stare at the sky, even though there's nothing you can see.
Yes. So this was the article about the blind set. What did you think, man?
Well, I didn't read a lot because it was all about like how the programs that we're doing, and quite honestly, because the one thing that stuck out of me about the article, and this is where it's sad, but it's kind of where they're coming from.
True.
70% of the people that use the blind center are people who have had sight before.
Right,
now,
right.
Remember, there is a complete difference to those listeners out there. There is a complete difference between someone who has never been able to see, or someone who's never been able to see well, and someone who all of a sudden can't see well. Which is why I'm kind of a little bit more, and you know, with D Fucka, a little bit more, like just a little bit more sympathetic because there's a contrast there. His vision in his eyes used to be 2010, like fucking Hawkeye shit. And then boom, one of his eyes is completely like lost like 70, 80 feet. Like now it's 2070 or some shit like that. So the drastic contrast makes him think, whoa, holy shit, you know. So the fact that there's 70% there, now is it good depending on what they do? It might be because especially with this new facility, because quite honestly, for those people, the culinary facility they're going to be building, that would be useful to have classes and that kind of shit for people who can't see. Now, the 30% of the motherfuckers who have never seen before and are sitting around at between 18 and fucking 95 at a fucking blind center, you are the ones tilting your head in the sky and staring at nothing and wasting your fucking time because you should not be there.
That's what I'm saying.
You should not be there. It should be the 70% who are there, who cannot see, who may need other people to be around to experience this with a little bit more. Because there's a difference. It's just a fundamental difference, man. It'd be like if I lost my hearing. It'd be the same thing. I'd be going to hearing centers and shit, man. I'd be hanging out with deaf people. Learning sign language, learning how to move, and being in a safe place where I know everywhere, I can get around everywhere. And then be able to go to a certain class. Okay, I know I got to turn left here and turn left again. Not, oh shit, I got to cross. You know, this is where I get to my music class or where I get to my class where I learn. You know, because And that's maybe they're changing a little bit more for that, because maybe I think it used to be where you sit around and they just sit at tables and make fucking arts and crafts and shit.
That's how it's been, because I've been down there, man. I've actually seen it, and it's like adult daycare, man. There's no fucking way I'd go in there. You know what I'm saying?
It is, and hopefully maybe this new center they're building will kind of give them more structure where you're going to teach them how to do things like cook, And
I hope so. You're very optimistic. I would hope that.
But like still, the 30% are going to be holding the motherfuckers back, and the fact that they're all around. The problem with all that, of course, it insulates you. It makes you're comfortable around the same people. You get comfortable and you don't expand yourself, and then you become isolated and you don't really interact with the normal society in both cases as a 30% of the fucking idiots that are still there after being born blind. If you're 18 and you need a blind center, bro. It's not your blindness. Blind all your life, it ain't your blindness at the problem, man. You're a fucking retard, or you're just slow. Whatever. You're not up to par, folks. If you're sitting at the blind center as an 18 to 90-year-old and you've never seen, I don't have any sympathy for you though. There, so get the fuck out of there if you're one of those people.
Absolutely not. But no, you're right. It does have a purpose. Like you said, for people that are going blind or have gone blind. All of a sudden they kind of need that support and need to see that there are other people that are doing whatever and trying. But man, the way it was written though, dude, I got to say the one line about the this is where they come to get their one hot meal a day.
Yeah.
They kind of made them look very almost impoverished.
Well, a lot of them are impoverished, which they don't have a lot of money, but still, you can nuke some shit up, man, or you can go to a fucking McDonald's across the way,
Well, that's it. And believe me, I've heard stories about how they'll bitch that, they got to pay extra now for their paratransit pass, but yet they can go to the fucking vending machine and get candy bars and chips and bullshit all day, and buy really dumb shit, Or here's the other thing. They'll bitch about the paratransit pass, but then they got a nice iPhone with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, so the thing about the thing about the blind center is that if I'm trying to see how I can explain this. The 30% that are there who are been there since they were they went to the children's thing and now they're 18 and going to the blind center, or they're 25 or 33 and they're blind all their lives. They're the ones that make the 70% think they can't do anything and have to be there.
That's true. You're right.
That's motherfuckers going, man, these guys been blind all their lives and they're still sitting around doing nothing. My fucking life fucked. How am I gonna do this?
I knew blindness was gonna suck. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
42, man. Dude, he can fucking play the concerto, but he fucking's eating a hot meal here. By the way, dude, fucking what's up with these names, man? What the fuck? Blind Allegiance is one of the fucking names. Of these fucking
and Blind Allegiance. That was crazy.
Broken Spectacles. The alternative.
Well, you remember Broken? I told you about Broken Spectacles. Remember we even played some of their shit on the show.
It is the proof that just because you are blind does not mean you have any more musical talent or have any more musical awareness or perception than anybody else. Because some of that shit was awful, dude.
Well, there was the bad parts right there. Yeah, where they were really working on those stereotypes, like they just stare up at the sky and see and imagine a ball of love or whatever the fuck they said.
No, my thing is, like I said, they're just there's no that music that we listen to that just proves that there's no natural blind talent for music, man.
No.
It's not like some fucking, you're blind now. You can fucking feel the sound waves through your bones and fucking... No, if you feel those sound waves for that fucking Broken Spectacles, you get some broken fucking testicles, man.
Waves,
those
speaking of that, dude. That's, speaking of stereotyping and all that shit, I got one more thing with that, dude. That's actually a nice segue. Because last night I come out, I get a paratransit driver. Mm-hmm. Now... There was a girl on the bus who you and I know, actually, that we went to school with. You remember Tanya?
Oh, Tanya, we used to fuck with her when we were like 7 or 8.
Right, she was a couple grades behind us.
Yeah, she was a couple of grades, like centigrades.
Mental grades.
Yeah, mental grades. Mental degrades. Yeah. She was a couple of degrades behind us.
Degrades.
Yes.
Right, exactly. Well, she goes to like those retard workshops, like the
cool.
transition
Awesome.
service.
Good for Tanya.
And she lives in a group home, because obviously she's got some other mental issues or whatever. But here's the thing, dude. This guy, you could tell, just screamed new driver last night, because I come walking out, and I come walking up to the bus, and he's like, and he seemed like one of these ex-Mexican gangbangers, dude. Like, I bet you, he probably felt he needed the Jesus points. He must have unloaded this.
He had to talk like this type of thing, man?
No, it was more like this, man. Hey, man.
Still like the men,
kind of fast,
the clip gangster. Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Well, hey, man, you're walking kind of fast, man. You might want to slow down a little bit, okay? He probably.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, dude. I was coming walking out.
You're just gonna hit the fucking side of the fucking bus.
See, and that's the thing. They think you have this like false sense of retard confidence because in their mind they couldn't imagine how you do it. So like I said, man, sighted people love to put their shoes on you instead of walking in your shoes.
Slow down, dude. Fuck you. I'm walking, dude. What are you?
Well, that's it. And that's what I told him. Well, I didn't say fuck you, but I said, look, man, I've been doing this 42 years of my life. I think I know what I'm doing. He's like, oh, okay, man, okay. I'm sure this guy, he probably unloaded his 30-30 into a few fucking front windows and shot a few elderly people and children. Maybe he's just used to walk. Jesus points or something.
Maybe he's worried because he just used to walking too fast out of convenience stores when his pockets are stuffed with shit.
Better.
Gotta walk slow. Gotta walk. So
well, when you're walking that fast and you have a 9mm in your pants, that might go off, right?
So he got on the bus. So he was like new, and did he do more shit?
Oh yeah, there's more shit. So I get on the bus, and that's when Tanya recognized me because I've seen her over the years, with the work I do and that kind of thing. So she's like, "Is that Maxwell?" I'm like, "Hey, who's this?" And she's like, "It's Tanya." And so right away I knew who it was. I was like, "Hey, Tanya, what's up?" So I start talking, and he's like, "Oh, you guys know each other, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah," which didn't
the alarms went on. You were like, "Uh-oh." I was like, "You guys go to the same place and hang out all day and make baskets?"
Yeah, you guys work at the same retard workshops or what?
I can just hear your mind going, "Oh shit!" when he said that. With the tone of his voice, like, "You guys know each other, yay!"
On the bumba, come on. So then he gets on, and so he closed the door, and so then she asked me, "Is this the library?" And I said, "No, the library's up north." You know what I'm saying? This office I just work out of, we just do outreach for the program. So then the driver goes, "I bet you got a hard job, huh?" It's just how he said it, dude. "I bet you have a hard job." And I said, "Actually, no." I said, "I have a very cake job, man. It's pretty easy." And I said, I do outreach for this program. So I go to assisted living facilities, schools, health fairs. I said, we go to networking events. They feed us. So it's pretty kickback, man. So, I'm sure he was expecting some kind of like cliche retard answer like, "Yeah, it's hard. I actually have to count in this job." And so then he says, as we're driving out, he's like, so Max, what's your life story? And I'm like, "What?
Life story?"
Yeah, I was like, wait, what do you mean, man? And he was like, your life story. I mean, was it a challenge? Like when you first started, And I'm like,
when you first started being blind?
Yeah, see? Because there you go. In his mind, again, it's due to illness or injury or something like that. Like, no, dude, I'm not like your little buddy Spooky who got shot by the police when he was, fucking zoning off angel dust or something, or when he was huffing paint and he drove his car into a telephone pole, So
did you tell him you were like, "When I was cleaning on, I realized that I was different." Whatever.
That's what I should have done. But no, I said there was. He goes, "Was it a challenge, man? Did you overcome?" I was like, and I honestly, dude, my answers were kind of arrogant and condescending because I figured he was being condescending, and I said, "Bro, there's no challenge." I said, "I was born this way. This is how I don't know any different." He's like, "Oh,
that's not okay. Oh, that's boring, man. But you gotta have some kind of challenging story or something,
Yeah, that's what he was probably thinking.
Like, man, this guy's fucking boring.
When I said that to him, he kind of backed off a little bit, right?
Shut the fuck up, right? He's like, "I'm just gonna shut up, man."
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I think, dude, what really kind of drove it home for him finally, because, dude, I think he actually got a little education last night.
Maybe.
Because when we dropped Tanya off where she was going, Dude, you should just watch her trying to get off the bus, dude.
Mm-hmm.
She's tapping her cane on every step, and she's having difficulty getting the seatbelt off, and you could just kind of tell, like, she's like, hold on, I'm having some trouble here. He's like, don't worry, you won't have any trouble. I'll help you. And I'm like, oh fuck, So he's helping her get off the bus and everything, and he had to walk her in and everything. So then we dropped this other guy off who was in a wheelchair, who was in the back, and then it was my turn. So then he kind of asked me a general question as to where it was located, where my house was located. So I tell him, and I kind of give him some landmarks, and I said, yeah, it's right behind and so he's like, oh, okay. So finally, dude, we get to my complex. I pull out my card. I was like, here you go, man. We're at the gate, so I give him my card and everything. He's like, okay, so what do I do when I get in here? And dude, you could just kind of tell in his verbal demeanor that he was kind of starting to talk to me like a human.
Like the light kind of shone on a little bit. Like you actually, dude, you were an ambassador, dude.
I don't know. It may not have been me. It may have been Tanya. Because maybe he was looking at Tanya versus looking at me going, oh, I see. So there's varying degrees here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, hopefully people would know that. But maybe it was just the actual experience that kind of pushed that home. Like, yeah, okay, there's various degrees of, okay. And maybe I was being condescending and maybe you woke him up. Maybe Max. Maybe you were. Wait for it. An inspiration. For him to change his ways, but that's the kind of inspiration you would actually want to be.
Yes,
because it's like the inspiration that makes him go, "Oh, I was kind of stupid there," and then okay, I'm gonna reassess my shit and just not ask stupid. I'm gonna think before I say something, man.
Right, exactly. You want to inspire for what you do, not for what you don't do.
Yeah,
So, yeah, dude, I think he may have got a little education because when he dropped me off, he just kind of opened the door. He's like, all right, man, well, you have a good night. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. I'll see you. And then I got off. He didn't try to help. He didn't try to, no Sadie McJesus shit when I got here to my house. And it was all gravy, man. So
You teach Tim a lesson, man.
I may have educated him, man.
You educated him, man. That's a good thing, man. Education is good.
It is.
It allows you to escape menial fucking jobs that deal with the fucking public during a holiday season.
Hey, man. Well, you
gotta what it is. My God, dude, there's people though, man. I got one more day, dude. And it's gonna be the fucking. This is gonna be interesting because Sunday, right? We deliver on Sunday, so it's Chris.
Are you working Christmas Eve day, dude?
I'm working Christmas Eve day.
Oh.
And you know what that means when people are trying to get things, because you know how people do. What said I'll be here tomorrow? I'm just going to order it the 21st or 24th.
Last minute Christmas shopping shit.
So I thought it was bad. So I'm hopefully I can get out of there early. I can figure out a way to dodge the most of that fucking day. But it's going to be an interesting fucking experience, man. I'm going to be hardened and
angry.
Yeah, it's going to be an interest. I'm just gonna say I'm glad I'm going out over to the hanging out the resort for the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because there's gonna be some sugars waiting for me and I'm gonna need them that night.
I was gonna say they'll take care of you.
I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna be like, give me that shit into my veins because I'm gonna enjoy the fact that the worst day of the year is over. And after that, man, it's not gonna be that bad because after that, there's not gonna be that. Why are my children? Like they have there's like a letter, dude, like a fake letter to Santa that we can send that they can read to their kids and shit.
What? So you can buy a fake letter from Santa?
No, we send them through email. We send them something like says, "Oh, my name is the Elf, and I'm telling you that Santa couldn't get your fucking speakers to your house in time." It's
wow, dude, you got adults that are believing in Santa Claus now.
No. This is so that they can give their kids.
Oh, I know they give it to their kids, but it's still funny because you wonder, dude.
It's fucking stupid. It's like I'm not gonna. And people are like, "Oh, this is a great idea." I'm like, I'm not giving that to any. Oh, well, I'm sorry that you're angry, but guess what? I'm gonna send you a fucking letter to your kid. You can read a fucking email
Santa wrote
to your
me this letter.
kid.
And he's apologizing.
Jesus.
But you wonder how many adults are believing in that, though, dude.
Well,
you really got to,
a lot of them believe the Earth is flat, so who knows? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a secret society of Santa believers, Santa supporters.
They are, dude. Shit, they got everybody else now.
Oh man, dude. So what else we got? Anything else? I think that's about a rounded.
Man, I think that's about it, man.
I'm rounded grounded, pounded.
As usual, I kind of hogged up the show with my Urkery.
No,
but,
it's okay, man. You planned it out, so because you had your way. It's okay. I'll let you have it this time, man. Just because I feel
it's like rape. You let me have my way.
I feel bad. Hashtag me too, bro. I feel so. So let me get this thing. Hold on a second. I have to start this fucking thing because it didn't start.
It's all good, man.
Dude. Come on, you fucking piece of shit. That's what happens. End of the year, fucking. By the way, Skype changed their shit around. Like, oh, let's do it. Yeah.
Another change.
And another year gone. We may have one next week before the new year. I think we probably should. We'll have to do one before the year end. The year look back next week before maybe one more before the year. So, but you have a fantastic holiday, and everyone out there have a fantastic holiday. Whether you celebrate Kwanzaa, Nazimas, whatever the fuck you White Christmas, whatever the fuck you I don't
Happy Hanukkah, whatever the fuck you niggas celebrate.
Anyways, it is the 22nd of December 2017, and I am Cruise Control.
And I am Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there, bitches!
It's the most wonderful time to be queer.
It's beginning to look a lot like fuck this. Hail Hitler too. Oh, God, oh, Jesus, God.